video, I thought we could do a little bit of like a ramble-ish video. I haven't done one of these in a while, and I also found some Christmas stories, things on Reddit, that I thought we could go over. They're supposed to be like funny stories, so I guess we'll see. As you guys probably know, I don't usually go over stories before I read them, just so that it's more genuine, for both you and I. So yeah, I guess without further ado, let's get right into it with our Lindt chocolates. Lo-fi is always so weird to me to do because I don't have the headphones in, so I can't listen and see how any of this sounds. I'm still not used to it, but I'm back at it with a little soap dispenser mic, you know. What day is today? Is today it's the 8th. We're not on day 8 though, are we? I think we're only on day 7. Yeah, we're only on day 7. We got like a little red one. But isn't today today's December 8th? Okay. I guess we're a day behind. How did that happen? We've been posting every single day. How are we a day behind? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Let's do little red ones. I don't know. Either way. Maybe I forgot to do it one day. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I'm pretty sure we've been doing it every day. Who knows? Anyways, I thought that since I'm feeling better today, we could do more of a ramble-ish video. Especially because I've been waking up and going to bed sick lately still. It's sticking with me. It's not going anywhere for some reason. And when I feel good enough to talk and to ramble and stuff, I think, you know what, might as well try to make a good video out of it, because I know that a lot of you like my talking videos more than just the sounds, and I get that because I am the same way for the most part. I like when people whisper, but sometimes I can't I can't. There'll be too much coughing, or my throat will be really uneasy. So, but I think that I'm getting better. I think the only reason that it's staying as long as it is because I am still like fighting. My body's always in like fighting mode, right? So when a sickness attaches onto it, it's just harder for it to solely focus on that when there's so much else going on. But I mean, getting better every day. So yeah, let's get right into it. So we're gonna be exploring Reddit today. They're not like horror stories, but I think they're like, some of them are supposed to be like funny, and some of them are supposed to be like uncomfortable. I don't know. We'll see what it's like. So this first one says, my favorite crappy Christmas story of all time was when my ex had been on an oil painting course. So I bought her all the gear for Christmas: easel, oil paints, fine art brushes, the lot. And that shit ain't cheap either. I bought it over several months and got her the very best of everything. Brilliant present, or so I thought. Sounds like a good present. Cut to Christmas Day and the big present opening. She opens all the stuff, bursts into tears, runs out of our flat, gets in the car, and drives off, nearly crashing said car into the neighbor's wall. It took me 8 hours to track her down and find out what the fuck just happened. Turns out she hadn't been on an oil painting course at all. She'd been fucking some married bloke every Wednesday in a hotel down the road. Merry fucking Christmas to me. That's so bad. That's like really, really rough. I'm sorry if my voice is still breaking in and out. As you can tell, it's still kind of like iffy. That's really bad. That's rough. That would always suck. Especially you find out on Christmas too, after you spend all that money. Ooh, and then the comments afterwards are like, wow, I think you've won. That's rough. I feel so bad when stuff like that happens to people, because then it ruins future Christmases too, right? Because then you always have that in the back of your head, like, oh, this happened that Christmas. Oof. Yeah, all I can say is oof. That's not great. Oh, so you know what I thought was so cool? I just finished the Wednesday show, the TV show Wednesday. Oh, I was surprised how good it was. I am usually when it comes to stuff like that, I'll be more stuck with the original older shows and stuff. But I never watched the older, because I'm pretty sure there's like a really old black and white original show. I never really watched that. But I grew up on the Addams Family movies on Halloween. And I used to love those movies. I really loved those movies. So I didn't think that the Wednesday show would be very good, or would really match up at all. But I've heard good things, so I gave it a shot, and it was actually really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. And I didn't even realize till after I watched it, but the girl that played Wednesday Addams in the original movies is in the TV show as well. So I thought that was a cool little mix. I like when people do stuff like that. It spices it up a little bit, you know. I also have this little Christmas fresh balsam candle that I thought we'd tap on a little bit, just to mix in a little bit of sounds every once in a while. Okay, so the next story. Many Easters ago, oh, I guess this isn't Christmas, it's still like holiday themed, so you know it's okay. Many Easters ago, when my brother was almost 5, he shot the priest. He shot the priest. See, my baby brother loved to play cowboy. It was his favorite thing. He'd throw fits if he couldn't bring one of his toy guns with him everywhere, and eventually my mom just gave up and let him. However, she always made him take a gun that was just a solid chunk of plastic, not one of his cap guns. Smart lady. Well, Mom was singing in the choir that year, and my dad was a Eucharistic minister. And she left it up to my aunt to get us around. My aunt didn't know which guns my brother was allowed to bring, and he was being fussy, so she just grabbed one and threw it in the car. So we're sitting there in the front pew, the whole big family, and my brother's on the end. The priest is walking around with a bucket of holy water, which he is sprinkling us with, and my brother is fiddling with his gun. When the priest approaches the pew, he points it at him and pulls the trigger. Only it wasn't a solid piece of plastic, it was a loaded cap gun. Church is silent, and then, bang! The priest drops the bucket of holy water on the floor, which makes another loud bang, clutches his heart, and staggers backwards while people start freaking out because he thinks he's just been shot. My brother is crying. My dad just looks like he wants to die, and my sister and I are silent for a bit. Then we realize what happened and start laughing our asses off because we can see that it's just a cap gun. The church is all in panic. The cops come. It was a mess. It was also the end of my brother's cowboy phase. That's hilarious. I wonder if because the priest clutched his heart, I wonder if he was actually having a heart attack, or if he was just like playing around with the kid, like, you know, the kid shoots him and he's like, oh, you got me, kind of thing. I don't know. It's a funny way to start it though. My brother shot the priest. the other day, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. Time blends together for me recently. Maybe 2 days ago, I went on this Christmas drive-through light show thing, and oh my god, it was so cool. It was so freaking cool. I did one 2 years ago. When was it two? No, I think it might have been 3 years ago. I did one 3 years ago, and it was really, really bad. It was really bad. The cars were like stuck right behind each other, following the whole way, so it was like a stop and go, and there were people everywhere. It was super busy, and the lights weren't that amazing, so I didn't have high expectations, but I gave it another shot this year, and this year we went to a bigger one. This one was run by Canadian Tire, which is a Canadian business. I don't think they're in the States. It hence the name Canadian Tire. But they are celebrating their 100 years. So I think that's why they put on this big show. I don't think they've done it before. I could be wrong. But it was so good. So the drive, it was 45 minutes long. 45 minutes, that's a long drive. And it's like 5 kilometers an hour. So really slow. That's like what? Like 3 miles an hour. 3 miles an hour, 5 kilometers an hour, same thing. But so you're going super slow, and it was 45 minutes, so there were a ton of lights. But what I really liked about it is that they had elves all along the way to talk to you about different things. So like you stop at one area and it's Santa's workshop, and then you stop at another area, and then it's Mrs. Claus, and then you stop at another area, and it's like the bakery, and they give you little gingerbread and like milk and stuff. It's really cool, and you're just sitting in your car this whole time. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was amazing. The lights were insane, so beautiful, so well done. We don't have a ton of snow here yet. We've only had a week or so far. So they brought out all this fake snow, and that was really cool. So just all around, it was pretty amazing. I felt very lucky that I was able to do that. The tickets ran out almost instantly for some reason. I don't know. The tickets, as soon as they became live, we went on the site, and we were already like 2,000th in line as soon as it became live. So I don't know. Maybe people were able to get on beforehand. I have no idea. It doesn't really. What else do we have here? Oh, also, I'm wearing a safe space hoodie. If you don't know Safe Space ASMR, she is an amazing ASMR artist, and she makes merchandise. And as you guys probably know, I love my hoodies, and I wanted to support her, so I ordered this a while ago, and I wear it just to like sleep and stuff. But it's super comfortable. I am very picky when it comes to what I sleep in, because I wear so many hoodies. I only like to sleep in like really comfortable stuff. And I definitely really, really like this sweater. This is not a paid advertisement or anything, but I will leave a link in the description to her channel, and to her website. I think she's selling Christmas stuff now, if you want to give it a shot. This is just a regular one, not a Christmas one, but I'll leave links to both that stuff in the description if you want to check it out. Okay, next Reddit story here we got. A few years ago, back when I was at my dad's house for Christmas, my parents... Okay, you know what? Before we get into that, no wonder I can't read. I was like, why is this so difficult for me? It's because I can't fucking see. Okay, a few years back, I went to my dad's house for Christmas. My parents are divorced, and I rarely go, but my siblings put a lot of pressure on me, so I went. It took about 15 minutes before the stress got to me, and I caught a migraine. So we all sit down to open presents. Dad, his new wife, my siblings, crazy aunt, and my grandmother. We make it around the circle opening presents for about 2 rounds before my grandmother gets up and leaves the room. My father starts fiddling around, waiting for my grandmother to come back, and spots something on the floor. It appears to be cat puke. He asks his wife if it is indeed cat puke. She has gotten up and followed my grandmother out and knew the truth. It was not cat puke. It was my grandmother's poop. And the lady had pooped all over the couch. What? It doesn't take long before we can smell the poop, and no amount of air freshener was fixing that. Grandma comes back into the room wearing nothing but a blanket around her lower half. The couch is covered with plastic and towels. My little sister is forced to sit next to my grandmother, and we are all expected to sit nicely and open more presents while pretending that my grandmother had not just pooped all over the couch. What? That's crazy. Poor lady. Why would you post that online? Oh my god. That's rough. Some people have it rough. I feel like it must be so weird to be old and not in control of your body and your mind anymore. Let's see the comments underneath it. Grandma pooped on the couch. Doesn't make a catchy song like Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Okay, that's funny. This one's called Shady Christmas. Oh my god. I don't usually do funny stuff on ASMR because I usually laugh pretty loudly. I'm trying to cut it back. So I'm sorry if it's kind of loud. That's good. I like when people have a really weird sense of humor. Shitty Christmas, that's really funny. I find it weird. I find it funny when people have a weird sense of humor. For the most part, I think my humor's pretty tame. But the weird stuff always gets me for some reason. Okay, my uncle got me a giant block of cement once for Christmas. He put random things throughout the block and gave me a miniature hammer and chisel. I actually chiseled through the whole thing and found some coins and what appeared to be an arrowhead. My uncle is the strange one in our family. That's actually pretty cool, no? So that means that he made the block of cement himself because he put things inside it. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, especially if you don't have a ton of money to buy something, to go through the work to to build a cement block of stuff, because you can go out and you can buy eggs or sand and stuff that come with little shovels and little pickaxes, and you basically dig up fossils or animals or whatever. So the fact that your uncle made one himself I think that's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. I have an uncle like that. I feel like a lot of us have an uncle like that for some reason. I feel like I'm probably gonna be the uncle like that for some reason. Okay, are there any other Reddit stories? I think for the most part, those are the main ones. Cause there's a ton. There's like a ton. But they're not very long, and if they don't have a ton of upvotes, then they're probably not that good. Oh, I also wanted to show you. So I got this thing recently at an antique shop. It's a little glass plastic Santa. I actually don't know what it's made of. It's lighter than I think glass should feel. But it's thicker and harder than plastic. To me, it almost feels like if Christmas tree. When I went shopping for this, it was only $1, and I don't know why. When I went to buy it, because there were just like little tags on it, and it said selling as is $1. And I was like, usually when people say selling as is, there's something wrong with it, like it's broken or like something, right? But I couldn't find anything major wrong with it. There's like a couple little nicks and knacks here and there, but if you just like put them standing somewhere, you can't even tell. So I thought he was really cool. And then he's got his little pouch side bag thing full of presents. Okay, well that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it helped you relax, maybe get a little bit of sleep. If you liked more funny videos, funny stories and stuff, let me know in the comments below. I hope you have a nice day,